And welcome to another Lambda Ethereum Consensus Daily. And I'm going to start sharing the YouTube link Telegram. Oh, and that's it. So updates. Yesterday I've been working in a lot of different things at the same time. So one of the most important ones was related to the node we were running permanently in our server. So I was working in a couple of different things. In the morning, I was seeing some of the logs from the previous night, and I found two specific issues that I mentioned yesterday that I created. After that, I was looking into Grafana, and one of the things that we were missing in that moment was the logs, right? So logs were running in the console, but we want the logs to be picked up by Grafana, and to do that, I need to make a small amount of change in a branch that I created. Um, those so most of them were already in there, thanks to Mega, but I have a couple of things that needed to change to make sure that everything works smoothly. Specifically, there are two things that I work on. One was creating the make task for making this like automatic, and the other one was related to metadata. So one of the things that we are lacking was part of the metadata that I was seeing in the logs in the console, especially the slots and the roots. And when I started adding the roots, then everything started crashing because yeah, we were modifying the roots in the console logger, not in this log format logger. So today in the morning I was working in that, and that's already pushed, and I just tested it like 1 minute ago and it was working. So we have also now the root in the logs. So I have that PR. I'm going to open it for review now because yesterday I didn't wanted to open it, but now that this is solved, I'm going to open that pair for review. It's pretty small, Tommy, so if you want to look at it, I think it will take you like 1 minute because it's a small pair. And yes, that's for the node. It was something in the morning, others in the afternoon, and more today. But also, I addressed the comment you made in the other PR, the duplicates and all at the stations one, and merged that PR. And I was testing also yesterday the final things on the ed one votes error, and I could reproduce and check that the error is not happening anymore. I added the test for the tree that was an error that happened after I fixed the initial error that was related more to an old refactor, and then I could check that we passed those 2048 slots and everything continued working until the 4K slot. So that was ready for you. You reviewed it, Tommy, like a couple of hours ago, and it's already merged. So yeah, for today, now that I have the logs in the state that I like, I'm going to work in the two issues that I created yesterday, 1308 and 1309. Those two are mostly related. One appears to be related to peers, the other to pruning, but they two happens simultaneously most of the time, and it's making difficult to have the node running for a long period of time because once the pruning starts, everything crash, and we can't restart the node without deleting the DB. So that's the thing that I'm going to continue working for the afternoon. And also, I'm going to try to reserve like an hour or so to read some links that Martin was sharing with me, and I have them in my pile of things that I need to read. So I'm wanting to read it today. Um, One of the things that I wanted to just test, like it will take me like a small amount of time, is that Holesky is working in the same way that main is working, right? So we can start thinking, but we can't go with the flow of blocks because we are late in the processing. I just wanted to test that that's what happens, and it's the same as in mainnet, just to be sure that we know what is happening, continue working on Sepolia, and then we can focus on that. But yeah, I'm going to test that today just to be sure that it's happening. So yeah, I think that's my updates. I don't know, Tommy, if you have any questions.
No, I think that sounds perfect. I think that you're on the right path. I don't know if I have any comments. No, just remember, like once you test in Holesky, maybe it's a good time to also log the times of everything so that you
Yes,
know how much
yes,
everything takes with respect to
to main.
like
Yeah.
mainnet. And one of the things is like do not trust Grafana on that one because they're
Okay.
like the graphics. There's one graphic that is like you can trust, which is like the more gross level, no more like coarse level, coarse grain. English
Yes.
is failing for me today. Sorry, but yeah, the coarser grain one, which just says, "Hey, this is the on block. This is like recalculating the head and that kind of stuff." That one can be trusted, but the detailed one cannot because it doesn't include very important stuff like calculating the hash root for the new block, which is kind of one of the problems that we had that I had actually when we were measuring performance. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
just that. Like, do not trust the fine-grained uh, Grafana graph because it will not help you. It will lead you to the dark side.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for that pointer. Great, great. I'm going to test them like as old school in the just in the code and make sure that it
Yeah,
takes. I assume that it will take at least 50% more time than what it's taking in mainnet. I just wanted to look that. So if we have 14 or 15 seconds, maybe we are more in the 20s. So that's what I'm going to try to see and validate. Yeah, that will take me like an hour in the day. It's not a lot. I hope to advance 1308 and 1309, but yeah, I'm going to the rest of the day I'm going to be working on that on those two issues.
awesome.
So yeah, if that's all, hope everyone have a great weekend, and we will see you in Monday again. So thanks, Tommy, for being here, and have a good one.
Yeah, have a great weekend.